San Francisco is a world-renowned city full of life and excitement with something to offer for everyone. Whether you're looking for outdoor adventures, cultural attractions, or delicious food, you're sure to find it in iconic San Francisco. Let's go over the top 10 things to do in San Francisco. Number 1. Find the best views. San Francisco has stunning scenery, and there are many vantage points to take it all in. Some of the best places to find great views of the city include Twin Peaks, Kite Hill, and Dolores Park. For views of the famous Golden Gate Bridge, check out Golden Gate Postcard Viewpoint, the Golden Gate Overlook, or Baker Beach. Just a heads up that the nearby Marshall's Beach has great views of the bridge, but the beach is clothing optional and camera use is frowned upon, so just be aware of that. Venture over the Golden Gate Bridge to find amazing views across the bay from the Golden Gate Viewpoint or Sausalito. Number 2. Visit the Painted Ladies at Alamo Square. The term Painted Ladies refers to brightly painted and ornamented Victorian and Edwardian buildings, and while there are technically thousands of painted ladies in San Francisco, the most famous of these sit in a row along Alamo Square. The quintessential Painted Ladies are a row of houses from the late 1800s made famous by the show Full House. Also nicknamed the Seven Sisters and Postcard Row, these colorful houses are one of the most iconic landmarks in San Francisco, and they're a must-see for any visitor. Number 3. Explore Golden Gate Park. Now, we're not talking about the bridge here. Golden Gate Park is like San Francisco's version of New York's Central Park. Golden Gate Park is one of the largest urban parks in the world, and it's home to a variety of attractions including the Japanese Tea Garden, the California Academy of Sciences, and the De Young Museum. There's a botanical garden, a bison paddock, and a large Dutch windmill. You can also rent bikes, go for a walk, or have a picnic in the park. It's hard to overstate how large this park is. You can easily devote an entire day to exploring the park and still not see all there is to offer. Number 4. Ride the cable cars. San Francisco's cable cars are one of only 2 street railways to be named a National Historic Landmark. They're a unique and fun way to get around the city. With more than 24 historic cable cars that traverse the city, the streetcars offer fun sightseeing opportunities for passengers. You can ride the cable cars to Fisherman's Wharf, Union Square, Nob Hill, and more. It's said that the best views are from the front left side of the car. Number 5. Visit Alcatraz Island. Alcatraz Island is a former federal prison that once held prisoners including Al Capone and Machine Gun Kelly. It's now one of the most popular tourist attractions in San Francisco. A 15-minute ferry ride takes visitors over the bay to the island. Visitors can take a guided tour of the cell blocks, learn about the island's history, and enjoy stunning views of the city and Golden Gate Bridge. Be aware that tickets must be purchased ahead of time, and they often sell out weeks in advance during peak tourist seasons. Also, prepare for weather to be cooler, foggier, and more unpredictable on the island than on the mainland, so dress appropriately. Number 6. Visit the San Francisco Zoo. The San Francisco Zoo spans 100 acres and is home to over 2,000 animals from all over the world. Visitors can see penguins, lions, tigers, gorillas, elephants, and more. The zoo also has a variety of educational exhibits and programs like behind-the-scenes tours, animal encounters, and keeper talks. The zoo has a range of habitats, including one modeled after the African Savannah and one for native California species. Number 7. Visit Fisherman's Wharf. Fisherman's Wharf is known for its seafood restaurants, souvenir shops, Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, and prominent Pier 39. Hundreds of sunbathing sea lions have taken up residence at Pier 39 over the past 30 years. Prior to the 1990s, boat captains had to navigate around and between the boisterous sea lions to reach their boats. But eventually the marina worked with the Marine Mammal Center to offer their sea lions their own section of piers. Now, instead of getting in the way, they're a big draw for tourists. 8. Visit Chinatown. San Francisco's Chinatown is the oldest Chinatown in North America. It grew in population during the 1800s gold rush and is now one of the most vibrant and colorful neighborhoods in San Francisco. You can find authentic Chinese food, shops, and temples in Chinatown. Check out the Dragon Gate, or stop in one of the restaurants for some dim sum or the highly coveted Peking Duck. There's the Tien Hau Temple, one of the oldest Taoist temples in the US, and the Chinese Historical Society of America Museum. 9. Visit Haight-Ashbury. Haight-Ashbury was the epicenter of the hippie movement in the 1960s, and it's still a popular neighborhood for tourists and locals alike. It's a great spot to find vintage clothing stores, record stores like Amoeba Music, and heaps of head shops. The free-spirited Haight-Ashbury neighborhood is, after all, a residential neighborhood, so be sure to be respectful for those who live there. Number 10. Visit Lombard Street. Lombard Street is well known as, quote, the crookedest street in the world. The street winds its way down a steep hill with 8 hairpin turns. These turns were added in the 1920s to lessen the steepness and increase car accessibility. While you can drive down the street, it's more fun and visually engaging to walk down it. Feel free to walk up the stairs, but it's obviously more physically strenuous to go up than it is down the steep street. The best time to visit Lombard Street is in the early morning when the crowds are smaller. And again, this is a residential block, so please be respectful of those who live here. So these are just a few of the many fun things to do in San Francisco. With its vibrant culture, stunning scenery, and plentiful activities, San Francisco is a city that has something to offer for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your trip to San Francisco today. If you have other suggestions of things to do in San Francisco, if I missed something, please let me know in the comments. I'd super appreciate a like, a thumbs up, a subscribe, all those things. It really helps out more than you know. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.